This is Jack. Jack is a consultant and works in the Central Business District of Sydney. Jack currently lives with his family in DY. For his daily commute to work, he has two options. The first option is to go to work by car, like 75% of the Australians do. Unfortunately, driving his car from DY to the CBD is not a very pleasant experience. Due to severe traffic congestions, it takes him over an hour to get to work. More importantly, during this time, he has to remain focused on the traffic while he would rather take a nap, read the newspaper, or catch up with his work email. In addition to this, he is contributing to Sydney's severe pollution problem. Overall, this is a very stressful experience. His second option is to go to work by bus, like 19% of the Australians do. Unfortunately, he has to leave 30 minutes earlier than he would have to leave because buses often depart too late or too early from his bus stop. Furthermore, the L90 bus he has to take to get to work is one of the most crowded buses in the city. This means that he would have to stand for the entire long journey in a bus that is often not clean. He can still not take a nap, read the newspaper, or catch up with his work email. He even risks someone stepping on his foot during the journey. Overall, this is a very uncomfortable experience. Maybe it's time we find a way to help Jack and significantly improve his commuting experiences. Therefore, we would like to introduce you to the Busybody. The Busybody is the chance that Jack needs to improve his daily travel. So how does it work? Let us walk you through his customer journey. After hearing about Busybody from one of his colleagues, Jack decides to try it out. He goes to the Busybody website and creates his Busybody account. After logging in to his online account, he selects his departure stop, arrival stop, and the time he would like to take the bus. After confirming his choice, he has a 100% seat guarantee on this bus. No need to do this every day, as he can easily adjust his settings to reserve a seat every weekday. It's as easy as that. The next day, Jack walks to his selected bus stop and the bus arrives on the scheduled time. Jack just walks in and walks to one of the comfortable seats. Once arrived at his seat, he gets out his Opal card and plugs it into the card slot to fully enjoy his journey. He has now enabled the power on his seat and can recline his chair, charge his phone, use the Wi-Fi to stay connected, and take out his laptop to answer his latest work emails. 5 minutes before the bus arrives at the designated stop, he gets a signal to start packing up, and he leaves the bus ready for a productive day at work. Of course, we are happy to have helped Jack improve his daily routine, but we do not only want to make Jack's trip more comfortable. We want to convince as many Jacks as possible that the Busybody is the future of commuting and can help overcome some of the most important problems Sydney's transport systems will be encountering. Unfortunately, Sydney's tremendous traffic congestion problems cost the Australian economy $9.4 billion in 2006, and this is expected to grow to $20 billion in 2020. Across Australia, it's estimated that the health costs associated with motor vehicle emissions alone are between $600 million and $1.5 billion each year. Furthermore, it is predicted that Australia's population will reach 35 million people by 2050, of which 8.1 million will be over 65 years old, accounting for an enormous pressure of the inner city transport. We from Busybody believe that we can help the Australian government reduce these negative effects of transport on society. We plan to do this using a twofold approach. Initially, Our service will show society that public transport can be delightful and productive. By doing this, we want to create a community of individuals who want to change the current situation into a future that will keep Sydney going. We aim to reduce the amount of people driving their cars to work and joining the busybody community by 20% within the next 15 years. Then, by gathering anonymous data of customers, as well as using data gathered by governmental services, we could enhance the consumer's experience by using journey mapping, unexpected events, and personalized travel data. For example, currently, 21% of the Australians indicate that there is no service available at the night time. Journey mapping would allow us to specifically tailor our service to the needs of these customers. After our initial route from DY to the CBD, we want to operate on the route 400 between East Gardens and Maroubra, and the route between Parramatta and the CBD, and eventually cover as much of Sydney's public transport system as possible, adjusting our routes as the amount of useful gathered data increases. Due to the created traction and the insights from the data, we can cooperate with the government to stimulate the development of integrated public transport infrastructure, combining active and sustainable modes of transport, such as walking, cycling, and busybodies. In the end, the busybodies will hopefully eliminate the use of cars at all as a means of commuting, leading to improved air quality, no traffic congestions, and a more sustainable society, so that Jack, in 30 years, can live in a city where he can have stress-free, comfortable, productive, and green travel thanks to the busybody, the bus that keeps Australia going.